All right, guys, we're live. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. How you guys doing? What's up? What's up? I hope everyone is having a blessed Wednesday, 29th of April. You know what I'm about to do? I'm cracking open a can of Celsius. My bad. There we go. Oops. There we go. The flavor is mango passion fruit. I like Celsius, and I'm a Celsius investor. So this is not a paid ad. I'm just an investor of Celsius. Right. So let's get into it. Exactly. I'm staying calm. I'm staying relaxed, and exactly like the title says, I'm still buying SoFi. So that's what I'm doing. If you know, the public portfolio is on the left in Robinhood. Um, First of all, disclaimer. I'm just a guy with a hat. You know, I'm not a financial certified bro, advisor. I'm actually looking at the chat, and Sophie's in here saying audio is all good and everything. So hats off to the wifey. Let's get into it. So yeah, like I said, I'm not a certified financial advisor. I'm just a guy with a hat sharing what I'm doing in the markets. I've been in the markets since 2015, and you know what? It's made me money. Am I am I have I hit my goals? No, not hit my goals. There's that dog again. But I know I'm gonna hit my goals. It's a lot of discipline. It's a lot of keeping the noise out, making sure that I'm circled and surrounding myself not just by eyes, listening, teaching myself as well the right knowledge, reading the right knowledge of where these markets are. So I'm staying calm. I'm doing what I do best. Is that I dollar cost into the stock like SoFi when everybody's trying to shoot it down because come on guys, the earnings. If you heard the call yesterday, the earnings are a win in my opinion, right? So you know SoFi already reported this morning and it beat analyst expectations. I'm reading this off a screen that I put into. I made some notes. So the revenue came in at, but then the notes are based on what I heard, right? So the revenue came in with SoFi at a $1.1 billion dollars versus a 1.05 billion expected. The EPS was also beat, so a clean top and bottom line beat. But the stock is still down over, like today, I think is, let's look at it again. So let's look at it together with on the Robinhood app. Right, so if you go into SoFi right now, so today it's 14.30% down, right? That's 14.30% down. So yeah, I mean, over the last I think 5 days, the stock's been taking a hammering. This week it's down 18.20%. I'm still buying. Why? Because I feel I'm still bullish when it comes to SoFi. My average cost in the public portfolio is 17.95 and we are currently at 15.75. So if you go back to my earlier video yesterday, you'll see that we didn't even have 10 shares in the public portfolio. I think it was 6.4. And I did add some shares last night. I have a bigger position in my private portfolio in SoFi, but what I'm doing is I'm not just talking, I'm also doing the walk with you guys that I'm also adding bits in here just to show you guys the goal is to take the we started at 1k 1k to 5k 5 to 7 and now 7 to 10, right? So if you go back to my earlier videos, a couple of them ago, we were higher in terms of to 7k. I think it was 7172. So far right now is my long-term goal, right? I'm only in the public portfolio, I've only lost $25, bro, like 12%. I'm still buying. This is a great opportunity for people. Like I said, a disclaimer, I'm not a financial certified advisor. I'm just sharing what I'm doing in the market, and this is what I'm doing. My own opinion, my own experiences. I'm sharing with you guys on a public portfolio. Do your due diligence, research the companies that you want to put your money into. It's under $20. Great stock to buy, in my opinion, right? So the public portfolio is only $186 of SoFi, average cost 17.95, And just so you guys want to see, I bought these yesterday. So April 29, April 28, April 14, April 9, right? But my play in uh, in my private portfolio is way bigger in terms of shares with this company. But like I said, I also buy years, so you guys can see that I'm not just talking, I'm walking with you as well, right? SoFi is definitely, if you guys don't know and you're new to the channel, welcome, welcome, welcome. It's about this channel segment, it's about investing into the stock market, a little bit of crypto news, but not too much. It's just basically what I'm doing with crypto in the public portfolio, which is basically adjusting it to more stocks. Because obviously, I think Robinhood sent an email out, and if you guys didn't get it, if you all did get it, you'll know that I think May 15, May 19, the cost of crypto buying and selling has gone up. I'm a Coinbase one and a Robinhood Gold, but with Coinbase one I get a lot of add-ons. So all my crypto bags, if I'm selling in crypto, it's just because I've taught someone how to buy crypto, whether it's whatever I got into XRP, whatever you can see in the earlier videos. That I've advised how to use Robinhood. If you're a new person, if you want to buy crypto, this is the way you buy. So all the crypto that was sat on my Robinhood public portfolio, I'm actually getting it out because there's not much in my opinion. There was like about I think about if you see the video initially, I think I had a close to $1,000 in XRP and something in H bar, and I'm slowly getting out of those plays because obviously my average cost is higher. I have my bags in crypto in XRP and H bar and Solana and Ethereum and Bitcoin sitting in Coinbase at lower price points, average cost, right? So this was just a test for public portfolio for sharing to people like, hey, this is what I'm doing. If you want to copy or not copy, get an idea how to use Robinhood. This is what I'm doing with the public portfolio and sharing what I'm doing in the market, right? So this is what I'm doing with SoFi. I'm still adding. I've added in a private portfolio today as well and the public, right? I'm still gonna keep on buying when I say it dips. I'll buy more. I know the fundamentals. If you don't know about SoFi, it's not a traditional bank. It's a bank totally online. Great HSA, which is high savings account. I personally deal with SoFi, so there's two banks that I bank with. One is HSBC because I have my money from when I moved from Dubai to the US. That it was just a seamless transaction and a transition as well, right? HSBC. However, SoFi gives me a better HSA, so I have some liquid cash sitting with them, and it's a high savings account. I think I signed up with under 4%. Plus, when I remember when you open the account with them, they give you like $300. So look into it and check if it's gonna, because if your money sat in the bank and is not doing anything and you're checking or saving, put a couple of grand, whatever you can, with SoFi. And SoFi obviously is like the future of banking, in my opinion. So I'm here. I mean, I'm staying calm. I know what's happening in terms of, because I was on the earnings call, I heard the whole call. I also spoke to some people today on the Discord and WhatsApp group that I'm with. And all of these people are either 10, 15, 20, 40, or even like a millionaires, right? So we're all in different brackets, but we're all learning from one another as well. So this play is a long-term play for me for SoFi. I'm in it for the long term. What is the long term, you may ask? I'm looking at the next 3 to 5 years, and if it needs adjustment, I will adjust it then. But at this point in time, that's how I'm looking at SoFi into that duration, right? So stay calm, do your due diligence. If you notice, I have sold H bar over here and some XRP as well, and I'm moving it into in the public portfolio. I'm moving into other stocks as well. So just let's look what I bought or I've added in the public portfolio. So I bought SoFi 4 hours ago. I bought the golf stock with $10. Service now I've added a play. Age bar I sold 15 hours ago. I think I shared this in my earlier last video, right? So plans to go public. That's rare materials. I bought some more of Elf in here. So guys, about golf. Not golf. I did buy golf right here, but also copper, the global ETF, right? So that's what I'm doing with SoFi. I just wanted to get on quickly on here today and say, guys, just stay calm. I've seen the markets since dealing with it since 2015, 2016, 20. I've seen like markets go up, markets fall. Good companies, great companies, great fundamentals of companies, keep these companies existing and going for a long term, right? So the public portfolio is taking beatings a bit, but it's not massive beatings. Like even these guys I know, Adobe and CRM, these SaaS stocks are going to go up. They're going to go up. I believe them, right? And I use them daily. They're all going to go up. Like Nike is not going to. Nike's at steal right now. So all these companies, even SoFi, like I got SoFi in the private uh, portfolio at $7. $7, bro. So I'm not just a guy with a hat, but I've been doing this for a while, right? I've been with SoFi. If you want, I can make a screenshot and pop it up. But I've been with SoFi at 7, and I'm not here to boast. I'm not here to brag. I'm just saying, bro. Like, there's money to be had. If you guys want to get into the market, great time, right? Another reason that I'm not a trader. I'm not a whatever you want to call it, a short term. Like I don't get rich, blah blah blah. I've done all those things. It hasn't worked in my ecosystem, so I like long-term plays. I'm an investor for the long term. I like to accumulate on and capture as many stocks as good companies, only because I want to. I have a target goal, like like companies like SoFi and all. My goals like between 2 to 5,000 shares. That's my goal, right? With SoFi as a company, since this video is about SoFi, right? This live stream. That's my goal. And it could be a combined. It doesn't have to all sit in the public portfolio. It can be between the public portfolio and the private. So I'm not saying like my private portfolio is going to be this and I'm just going to have 11.82 shares in sitting in the public portfolio. No, I'm altogether, all this will be, 2,000 to 5,000 shares. And that's the bracket I'm looking for SoFi. So I'm building it there. So that's my SoFi take as of right now. And if you guys know Robinhood, if you're a gold member, I don't know if this comes up as it's $5 a month. It's $19 still. So the certainty. It's a definitely a volatile stock at this point in time. And I've also noticed, right, Robinhood. I was on the listening to the call yesterday when Vlad was talking. After the earnings, they even fell. Because if you look at a week ago, it was 89 the stock, and now obviously it's 71. My average cost is 82. Again, I have Hood. That's the ticker symbol for Robinhood. I have it in the public and the private. I'm not concerned as of now. Like I said, I'm a long-term player. Let's look at you would ask SoFi, when did you get in the public portfolio? Let's look at that. So March 11, 2026, I added SoFi to the public portfolio. Now, the reason I added this on this date, because I remember someone reaching out in a group and saying like, I'm looking at SoFi. I'm like, cool, I'll buy with you so we can follow one another and see what happens, because they were also new to the game, right? And I advised the person that if you're looking at banking segments, I would put my money in American Express and SoFi. So that's why these two are sitting in the public portfolio, because the group that I have it on Discord and WhatsApp, these are the banking apps that traditional banking kind of, although SoFi isn't, it's a completely non-traditional bank, but in the banking segment, in terms of like what the banks actually do from an establishment point of view, those factors, I've put these two together, right? And I advised. So yeah, I wanted to get on and just say, guys, stay calm, relax. SoFi isn't going anywhere. you know, it's here, the fundamentals. Do your homework, bro. Look up online, teach yourself, follow the right noise. Ask your circle of people, like, what are they buying? What if they're investing? Is SoFi one of them? It's at a great price point so far right now, in my opinion. Great. Like, look at it. It's on sale, bro. Like, year to date, it was 26, so, almost $10 up. The high, let's look at the highs it's ever reached in 5 years. 5 years, again, about $30 almost. And yeah, so basically you're going to double your money in some time. It's going to take 5 years. It's going to take 3 years. I don't know. I can't answer that. I don't have this, lamp or genie lamp or anything. I can't see into the future, but I know it's going to make me money. And if it doesn't, the other ones in the portfolio, even in the public portfolio, will cover my losses. I mean, if you just look at any of these, like Google right now has got me $75 in the public portfolio. When did I get into Google? Google has the earnings as well this week. November 28th, 2025. Not even a year. Like I said, guys, the public portfolio was just open for you guys online so I can show that the YT family that, listen, it doesn't take a long time to make some money, right? And there's no point in just keeping $75. Imagine if you had, what was the amount here? Imagine if you had $600 or like $500, whatever, and some change sat in a bank, you wouldn't even make that. They wouldn't give you 11%. Easy. I'm telling you, bro. They wouldn't. Right? So, even like if you have like a low budget or no budget, even if you can buy fractional shares of these companies right now, you don't even have to buy like $100 or $1,000 or SoFi, bro. Just buy one share. It's $15, right? So again, I'm not telling you what to buy, hold, or sell. Based on my experience in the market, this is what I'm buying, right? So stay calm, relax. SoFi is not going anywhere. Like I said, I can't advise you what to buy, hold, or sell, but after doing my due diligence, my research, and listening to the right people, knowing I got SoFi I got SoFi at $7. $7. So I've already doubled my money. You see what I'm saying? When did I get into $7? I don't know. I mean, I can tell you right now, 1 second. Oh, but then the phone blocks. Okay, sorry about that. But it's on my phone. So let's see it is connecting once again. Hold up. Great. I forgot that the phone's connected to this. Weird. So let me open this again. 1 second. Okay. Okay. Passcode required to open. Like, bro, relax. Just put it in. Maybe now. But yeah, just stay calm, bro. Like, this is when people actually make money. Is when times are like this, people actually make money. I don't know what's happening on my phone, so I'm just going to leave it as that right now with the phone. So this is when people actually make money in the market. Is that when they stay calm, when you take calculated. Oh, because at the end of the day, these are some sort of risk, but at the same time, these companies, like for me, if I had to compare, right, the crypto market again, total different, like apples to oranges, but like in terms of volatility, I like to see, because I use SoFi, I know the company. You know what I'm saying? There you go, bro. See, I didn't give up, and that's what I'm saying with SoFi. Although it's taking a beating right now, I'm not giving up, bro. Like I said, it's a long term. In a public portfolio, it's just November last year we entered the market with SoFi. It's not even a year. So I'm chilling, bro. Relax. We got this. This price point, even if like I bought at $7 in a private portfolio, it's $15 now, right? Double my money there already. Now this average cost in public portfolio is $17, right? If this is going to 10, bro, buy in the public, in the private. So guys, SoFi is a company, bro. I see it going. Get into it. If you can, do your due diligence, do your research, check with the amount of information we have today at our fingertips, bro. Come on. What else before I get off? Because I want to watch the Champions League is going on right now. I want to tune in. If you guys follow football, which I call it soccer, what are the scores right now before I go off? Let's just look into that. And like, this is the community, bro. I'm live, this is what I'm doing. I'm chatting. I'm waiting for people if they come in or not, besides the Wi-Fi. But bro, it's open to everybody, right? So today, Champions League, bro. What's happening? What do you guys used to use score? I used to use this live score, but they've become like pretty much outdated. And now on my phone, I got onefootball.com matches. Let's look at it. Today, Atletico Madrid 0, Arsenal 0, 10 minutes in. Is that it? There's nobody else playing today. You know what? Still a good game, bro, to watch. So yeah, coming back to that's why I just wanted to come in before I had some time to come in and chat about SoFi and just make sure that everyone really sure relax, bro. You know, the market's it's on sale. If you want to buy, get in. Like if you're a new person, you're coming in, this is a great opportunity for you, right? And it's cool, man. Trust me. Like, don't worry. Like, do your research. But I'm saying don't worry because I've been in SoFi since '07. All right, guys. I'm just gonna leave it at that. Stay calm, relax. You know, I can't tell you what to buy, hold, or sell. I can only show you what I'm doing. Like I showed you that I'm buying. You know, I'm just sending out blessings. Make it happen. Own it. Peace.